Hello and welcome. I am Sterling, and today we are playing Going Medieval. So sit back, grab a cold one, and let's get started. We have quite a few issues. So straight off, the major issue that we've got is the fact that I've been running our settlers rampant trying to build this castle. And sadly, I prioritized construction and mining over all the other jobs, which has put us in a very bad position. Which is evident by the fact that our crops are dying. Trees haven't been cut. We're running low on resources. We've ran out of limestone blocks and clay bricks. And we've got 346 raw food over 139 meals. Just across the board, I've been neglecting their tasks. I just really wanted to get the castle built. But if I keep going this way, I'm going to end up killing our settlers before we even get close to finishing. So I've got to take a step back and concentrate on getting everybody healthy and happy again. So as you can see, I've gone through and prioritized everyone a particular job, and then after and only after they've finished those jobs can they then go across and do either mining or construction, as you can see. I've also now given everybody only one job, other than mining construction, that is. And so that way, they'll just concentrate on doing the one task they're meant to do, and then they can go and put some bricks down on the castle. So once they wake up, it'll be time for them to get started on the new day, a new direction. But for us, we're going to lay out even more things for them to build. Of course we are. You know, they haven't even got halfway through the stuff we've already laid down, and we're going to give them a whole bunch of more stuff to do. Good idea, Sterling. But trust me, there's method in my madness. There's a reason why I want to do this. The way that we have production at the moment just doesn't cut it. We've got all our workshops in one room with none of the benefits. So as I've mentioned in the past, if you put a workshop in a room by itself with the necessary things it needs, for instance, a kitchen needs at least one stove, at least 2 wall pottery shelves, and at least 1 butcher's table. Now, if I did that, it will boost production of all food production in that room, which is awesome. It means less time that my settlers are piss-farting around doing their first jobs, and they can concentrate on getting stuck into building the castle, which this is what we want, isn't it? We want to see a nice big grand castle. So in this episode, I'm going to start laying out the plans for more specialized workshops. So let's get started. So this area over here is where we're going to have our stonemason and our clay brick production. It's going to bank right up against the water here, and there's going to be a cellar for all our storage. Which, guess what? That means for the last, 6 episodes when we were filling in this space here, was all for nothing. We could have left that open and just built over the top of it. But no, we had to bloody fill it back up once again. Good work, Sterling. So we're going to have to move this storage here. Where on earth am I going to stick that? I could be funny and put it on the roof of the fort. All jokes aside, that's actually not a bad idea. I've never attempted to have people stand on it. Can they stand on it? Come over here. Come here, Victoria. Can you stand? They can stand on top of it. Okay. There we go. I said that to be silly, and it's not a bad idea. Gets it out of the way. Done. Now, let's cancel this one. Yep. And urgently haul all that stuff on the roof, and hopefully it all fits. And it's not let me urgent haul. Urgent haul. There we go. It's funny, I watch them run around doing their tasks at times. There are so many songs I wish I could have the licensing to, so I can just play them in the background. It's not worth me getting sued over it, but it would be funny. I think you can use your imagination. Okay, that's enough imagination. I might get sued for that. I'm not quite sure where the law stands on that. So I'm having a bit of a look. Trying to plan this out a bit, because I've got an idea in my head of how I want this to look, but whether or not it's actually possible is the big question. So the way that I'm thinking is we'll have the building come out off here and down, and then sort of wrap down with the river. I would like to try and keep the river where it is to some degree. So I don't want to go messing with it too much. And I definitely don't want to square off the river because I like the idea of it being organic, the way it just sort of wraps around. And so we want to work with the ground the way it is. So I'm thinking it'll come out here, come down here somewhere, and then wrap around in. We'll turn this little section here into a corridor. So we'll have one entrance into this corridor, which then connects the two major workshops. The two major workshops will have a cellar each where they can go down. And then thinking somewhere maybe over here, we'll put in a tower because the wall is going to wrap down here. There'll be a tower in this corner. It will replace the fort. Then the wall will actually come down and then connect on to the castle keep itself. So that's how I think I'm going to do it. We have a plan. Let's get to it. Fantastic. Now we're in summer. Hopefully it's not a hot one. So I'm just using the bench here to kind of get an idea of sizing. So if I run the wall off there, so I'll just quickly do that now, just so we can have a bit of an idea of what it is we're playing with. Whoops. That was not what I planned to do. So here, having a look. See, and what I could do is if I make it a little bit smaller, as I have, we can then put the mason's table in. I need to make sure there's room in the actual area for storage as well. And then on top of it, there will be living quarters. So every single one of these buildings will have a living quarters on top. So we need room for stairs up and down. Just having a look. Look at plenty of space. So what I might do is I'll leave that side there just for a minute so I've got a bit of a reference. And we'll come down here and start planning out here. Now, I guess the big question with the river is, do we want the water to be banging up against the brickwork, so have the brickwork on the outside, or do we want to build like we have here with the soil in front? So then there is soil. Or do we want to build right on the edge? Well, yeah, I'm not sure. So I'm still fluffing about a bit, trying to work it out. Like this part here. I don't know whether or not I want to try and round it off, whether or not to square it up. I do like the jagged look. It looks violent, but I just don't know how I feel about running walls across it. I've been putting walls down and stuff, just having a bit of a look. Not 100% sure. Nor am I 100% sure whether or not the corridors, do I want them to be very narrow and just have a one space corridor? Or do I go, okay, we'll have a 3-space corridor? You know, these are the questions. So what I'm going to do is I'll lay this out. So I know that I had to think about it, and I do want a wall running like that because I'm going to have a roof on the top of it, and it makes it easier if I've got something to run along. Right? I could have it up against the tower, but then I'll have to run beams, etc., etc. I just feel this is a better way to do it. Plus, it gives us the bigger amount of space, the 2-space corridor here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll have it run off here like that and just run it off there. That way we can go bang, bang, and bang, and we'll have it on the outside. Now, the reason why I've decided to put it on the outside is because our wall is on the outside. And so we'll wrap it around. But this means for every space I take up here, I might have to consider moving this whole river out one space, which that's not an issue. I will be modifying this river anyway. I'm going to take this whole top section here. I'm going to take down to that level because right now the enemy can't actually enter the water to come up to the building. Where here they can enter the water via this section here and then swim straight across, which makes our big whopping walls account for nothing. So let's start putting it together, eh? Maybe something like that. Now, the interesting part is going to be, what's the roof actually going to look like when it hits this area? So that's going to be interesting. I'm not sure, but I'll soon learn in a minute, won't we? Now, we're going to want some space, so looking at it, yes, that is too big a space for the corridor. It looks like an entire room, doesn't it? So how does one space look? Let's have a look. We'll put a door on it. In fact, we don't even need a door there, do we? Or there. We don't need doors. And that is a of disappointment. We are not enjoying this. This is not looking good. Give me a look. Okay. So now let's just continue. So what have we got? We've got 5 by whatever. So we'll put another 6 across there. And that's going to come all the way to here, isn't it? Yep. We're going to go 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. See, it's not much room, is it? Yeah. So as you see, I've made a little mock-up because once we build this, that's going to be a wall and there's going to be a path. So we're going to have merlons on top, all that sort of jazz. I'm still not 100% convinced, to be honest with you. Bugger it. Let's just do it. We'll do it. If I fail, I fail. It's not the end of the world now, is it? So what we'll do is we'll do this again like that. And then we'll go smack, smack, smack. You get the idea. So we're starting to get a bit of an idea what we're doing now. So this is going to be a tower. That's the walkways. So the walkway will come across like that. I think I'll make the tower. Just how high is it? So at the moment, the wall is 1, 2 high. Right? So it's going to come around and that the walkway at the moment is 1, 2, 3 high. So I've got the walkway too high. There we go. So that's the height of the wall. Which is putting this corner tower slightly too high, isn't it? Right. So that's a bit more reasonable, isn't it? Now, what we could do is actually run a bit of a path off here, like so. Right? And we could put a door in here. As you can see, I'm making it up as I go along. So we'll be able to enter this section here via that tower. So you'll be able to enter and come out here. And then we're going to have 2 spaces back for the wall. So we'll go. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Ah, it's still too far away. But we're getting a bit of an idea now. Then they're going to enter the tower somewhere through here. And that's the tower. Bit of an odd shaped tower, but it'll work. And we've got 3 new living quarters. Quite big living quarters. And that will be stonemason. This will be the clay bricks. And that there is going to be the smelter. All the gold and everything. There'll be quite a few of them. Bang, 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 bang across. It's going to look pretty good. To enter, we're going to need to put doors in. So we're going to put a door in here. And a door in this side, right in the edges here, like so. And then we'll have one over here. And then same will go for the rooms, but we'll put them in the middle. We've forgotten to put some walls in. That's all right. Actually, these walls upstairs can be timber. I only made the lower level bricks because we're playing with fire. So let's put the timber in. So we'll put timber across there, and across there, across there. The tower, the whole thing will be stone, as you see. So we just need to put in one more door for... Yep, put in one more door for this room. Done. Now we can put in some windows. Yeah. Just wondering if I should actually split these rooms up into 2. See, look at them. They're massive. You could have 2 bedrooms. 2 bedrooms and, yeah, 2 bedrooms. Ooh. This whole build, there's so many decisions, isn't there? Well, for starters, let's cancel... Oh, they were flooring. Okay, I thought they were walls. Yeah. Look, it's only logical that I would make it more than one room. Because they're not going to live in luxury. They're peasants. What's going on up here, Sterling? Ta-da! Magic. Yeah, I was going to say, how's it staying? Because the Sterling is magic. So, we'll move this across, and then we'll put this out. Yep, as I suspected, we will need a beam, which is fine. So what we'll do is we'll go down and put some beams in. Put a beam in there, beam in there, and a beam in there. Fantastic. Come back up. Now we can put our timbers. And a timber over here. And a timber over here. So they're long and skinny. Long and skinny. Next, put the doors in. So we'll put one there, one there, one there, and one there. And then we're going to have... There's already one there, so we'll just put one in there. Great. Now we'll do windows. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 windows there. And let's have a look. We'll put one there. Helps when it's the correct direction. Flip. And we'll put one all the way out here, shall we? Oh, wow. These are These windows are not going to work, are they? Look at that. That's weird. That's very, very weird. Yes. How on earth am I going to do that now? That is really weird. Okay, so this is forcing me to now have a bit of a play. So I'm thinking, can we just put this up here like that? But then, look, I'm going to have to cut into this room a bit. Yeah, see, so, look, we might have to play silly buggers with it. And I think I've put that in the wrong spot I have. So what we'll do is we'll cancel them, cancel you, and cancel you. Give us a look. We are definitely going to have to cut into this edge. Now, look, I could probably go across and corner these a bit. Look, that Merlon can now go. Or can it? See, these are the questions, isn't it? Okay. So, how does that look? Different. It looks different is the kind way of putting it. I am being very kind with myself today. Maybe I shouldn't. This Sterling is not happy. Okay. So I just got to trust in the method, eh? Let's just trust. Put a little trust in me. All right? Can you guys all have to put a bit of trust in me? Because one of us has to have trust. And I just don't see it at the moment. But that's all right. It's not like I'm the one building the darn thing. Right. So I'm thinking this whole section at the front here is going to be more of a platform than a walkway, right? So maybe from about here onwards will be like a platform, meaning the doorway to the tower will come in here somewhere, won't it? Right, probably here. That will probably be the tower doorway. So let's plop that in. Like so. So, and then that means that I need the flooring to come up to here. All right, and then loop, loop, and just that section. Right, so there's the floor, meaning the rest of this can be roof. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to do a wooden roof, shall we? It's living quarters, adds a bit of warmth. So how are we looking? We're going to want to flip that. And why was it not liked? Oh, because I'm an idiot. That's why, because I'm a bloody idiot. I'm one step away from being able to build what I wanted to build. Look. Ah, silly. Okay, so how am I going to do it now then? Oh, well, there is always a way, isn't there? So how many spaces have I made it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's good news. Why do you ask? Because I can use a beam, and we can put a beam in. If I haven't put a door in it. Silly door. Okay. So let's do this. Because what's the space? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 is there. Sorry. So what we'll do. A lot of fluffing about, isn't it? So we'll cancel that one and cancel that one. And we'll flip them over. So we're going to go window, door, and then we're going to go wall and wall. Then we're going to put in the timber. There you go, timber beam. Bang. Now we can go 50-50. So we'll come across till we get to the wooden roof. Yes, we want a wooden roof, don't we? To there. Up to there. Done. And we'll flip it around. Bring it out. Done. Woohoo! Okay. Then, now what do I want to do? Well, I want to put a roof in here, don't I? Don't I? So, how's it going to look if I go like this, right? Okay, it's going to look all right. We just have to put in a few beams. Always with the beams. The beams. But Doors are in the way. I know. So we're going to have to cancel the door. Oh, but that window's in the way. No. Okay. So what am I going to do then? Well, I'm going to have to go through and cancel this, am I? Is it this one? What is that? No, it's not that I'm going to cancel. You can go back, my friend. Right. It's the one behind it that can be cancelled. Right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come here and go window, and we'll put a window in there. Right. Now, it means that I'm just going to have to build this wall up here. Which in turn means cancel everything under it. So we're going to go, you, cancel. You, cancel. Okay. How's that look? Shocking. It's all right. I'll work it out. So put that in there. Put that one there. Come here. Good work. Now we'll put in a couple of doors. One here. One here. Then we'll put in a couple of timbers. 1, 2. Then we can put in the roof. Like so. I think I put it in too far. I did. Because I'm an idiot. Being a bit of an idiot today, aren't I? Like that. Beautiful. Gives us that look. Now, do I want this tower to go up one? Well, I don't necessarily know if I want it one above the gatehouse. So now we're 1, 2, 3 up, which the gatehouse is 1, 2, 3 up. So I don't necessarily want to go one above the gatehouse. So I'll leave that there. I won't put a roof or a floor or anything in because I've got to build towers for that, which I'll do in time. But this is not going to be stairs, I don't think. Oh, you could put stairs here. Bang, bang. Yeah, I could do stairs. We'll see. Haven't fully worked that out yet. Sort of making it up as I go along, if you didn't notice yet. Now, it ain't going to win any awards, but I do think it will work for the moment. And then the cellars will go in here, like so. Now, where am I sticking doors? Well, thinking the door will go here. That's where the door will go for this. Fantastic. Go to work. Now, we're going to go to jobs. We're going to go to construction, yep. And we're going to make it priority of 4. The reason for this is I want them to come in here and dig this out first before I start building any more anywhere else. That's the priority, is digging all that crud out for the moment. Then I can worry about building and everything. So, wow. If that was not a lot of fluffing about, I don't know what fluffing about is. Seriously, that was so much fluffing about just to come up with that. And I guess we're not even going to know if it looks good until after it's built. Like, that could look shite. That could look terrible. I don't know. Well, I do know that that's not going to be dug out. So let's put a floor on. So we're going to go limestone brick. Where are you? Block. Limestone block, it's called, Sterling. Like so. Done. Now let's put a ladder in. We'll go wooden. Will that fit? Settlers are starving. Uh-oh. What? What's going on? Why are you unhappy? Chilly? How are you chilly? We're in the middle of summer. It's bloody 17 degrees and you're chilly. Seriously, I've said it before and I'll say it again. They're definitely poms. You know? They're nicknamed whingers for a reason. 17 degrees is chilly. Oh. Anyway. And why are they starving? What are we doing? We've got 144 food, and yet they're starving. Why are you starving? Eat. Where were we? Yeah, I don't care that your goats are dying. In fact, let's go to overview. We're going to go to wildlife, and we're going to go and mark a whole heap of deer for eating. We might do domestic. Yeah, there's a few goats there. The oldest, let's do them. So we'll slaughter that one. No, that's a dog. We're not there yet. So we'll just slaughter those 2 goats. Oh, actually, no, we need the goats, don't we? So, no, we'll do the wildlife. All right. So we're not going to do boars. We want deer. No point taking risks. There you go. Go hunt some deer. Get to work. Okay, something's going on here. Why is this starving all the time? There's plenty of food. I just don't get what's going on there. What's all this? Iron's over there. Interesting. Yeah. Harold is not happy. Why are you so unhappy? Mild stomach pain. Slept in own quarters, ugly appear. Yeah, we're running out of ale. We're going to have to buy some. I do feel it is time for our settlement to become a little more independent. There are certain things that we do buy from the merchants that we should be producing ourselves. But honestly, I don't feel I have enough settlers yet to be diverting away from the tasks we have. Because I want to build. It's what I want to do. I want to build. I don't want to be fluffing about fermenting and stuff like that. I've been busy. Have a look. So that's the tower. And after I put the merlons on and I've played around with the roof a little bit, as you see, which I might continue this. So let's have a look. What does this look like? Let's have a look. So we'll run it the whole way across. Nope, not what I wanted to do. When it's orange, I don't know if it's the color, and I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way, but I find it very hard to actually see. Nope. I think I preferred it the way I had it first. And truth be told, I don't know if I actually like this side anymore. Just trying to break it up a little bit. Let's have a look. Well, I guess it is kind of broken up because it's got a bit of a lip anyway. What I could do is actually maybe do this one here. Is it that one there? No, it's a bit much. So, I'm out. But yeah, I actually quite like the tower. I think it works. I wasn't sure about this wall when I first did it, but no, I think it works. I like it. I love it when you're sort of just teetering with production of blocks and bricks and wood and whatnot, and the building keeps going blue, orange, and you watch everyone run in when it turns blue and start building, and then everyone runs off to do what they have to do once it all turns to orange again. It's great. There's another key reason why we need to build production over here. At the moment, the settlers are grabbing the raw material off the roof. Used to be over here, but now it's off the roof. And then they come in here and they produce whatever it is that we're producing. Then they've got to go running all the way to either here to dump iron and such, or they're going to go running all the way over here to place bricks, blocks, etc., etc. Now, I can move this anywhere. I could come over here and place this here. And yeah, honestly, probably would be a better idea. And you know what? While I'm thinking about it, that's exactly what we'll bloody do, right? But the other thing is, it's still transport. It's all about the logistics, right? They've got to travel too far. So what I'm doing over here is you'll have a cellar. So half the cellar will be for raw material, and then the other half of the cellar will be for the manufactured product, right? So half of it will be raw limestone, the other half will be raw limestone blocks. So that means the transport is very small. And so that's the main reason that it is so important that I prioritize building up the production over here. What's the downside of me doing this? Well, at the moment, the defense of this castle is next to nothing, right? Most of the castle isn't even built. It looks built when I go like this, but when I go and turn off the UI, well, you get a real good idea of just how little we've actually built. And so if I had to defend this, it's Buckley's a none. And it's a massive area to defend too, with a lot of opening gaps. They can just run around and be pain in the asses. Now, I guess at the end of the day, we're kind of closed off to this section here. So they are going to have a frontal assault against the gatehouse of the keep. So there is that. But we're spread. So some will attack here, some are going to attack here. So it means we have to split my forces. And if you split your forces, well then, if you know anything about warfare and history, never ends well splitting your forces, you know? Did you not learn everything from every single horror movie ever? The moment you split up, you die. Stick together. So that's why for so long now I've been trying to keep it all under one roof. But I think it is almost time for us to start moving into the castle, even though it's not finished. So I've got to come up with a way of being able to do that and still be able to defend ourselves. So does that mean that I just move everything all at the same time into the castle, even though it's not finished, and then just continuously mop up the damage? I don't know. I do not know. Well, trial and error. Now, sadly, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.